downtown New Orleans. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, it's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Sheds off the tackle. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Carr's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On play action, now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Miller. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Slant pass complete to Olave. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 3 first-half interceptions now. And